In the complex world of international law, disputes between countries are sometimes settled in court. Today we delve into a case that has taken center stage at the International Court of Justice, or the ICJ, Ukraine versus Russia. Ukraine has brought forth accusations against Russia, claiming violations of two international conventions. The first is the International Convention for the Suppression of Terrorism Financing, or the ICSFT. This convention has the noble aim of preventing and punishing the financing of terrorist activities. Ukraine claims that Russia has not upheld its responsibility to prevent such financing in the eastern regions of Ukraine. The second convention allegedly violated is the International Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination, or CERD. This convention stands against racial discrimination and works to protect the rights of racial and ethnic groups. Here, Ukraine argues that Russia has failed to uphold these standards, specifically in the treatment of Ukrainians and Crimean Tatars in Crimea. The ICJ, as the principal judicial organ of the United Nations, is tasked with hearing the arguments from both Ukraine and Russia. A panel of judges from various countries will deliberate over the evidence and legal arguments presented and finally deliver a binding judgment. The potential implications of this case are far-reaching. If the ICJ rules against Russia, it could significantly strengthen global efforts to combat terrorist financing. On the other hand, a ruling in favor of Ukraine regarding the alleged racial discrimination could set a precedent for the protection of minority rights in various countries. However, it's crucial to remember that the enforcement of the ICJ's decisions is not always straightforward. It relies heavily on the cooperation of the member states to uphold international law. As this case between Ukraine and Russia is still ongoing, the world eagerly awaits the ICJ's judgment. By keeping an eye on these international legal developments, we can gain a deeper understanding of how countries interact on the global stage and how international law is applied in real-world situations. Stay tuned for updates on this developing case and continue to explore the fascinating realm of international law.